Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Path of Exile. Gonna play the Canyon for the second time in a row. First time I played it as a blue one for the Atlas unlock. This time I'm playing it for the bonus objective. So, well, you don't even need to run a map on the Atlas with the specific rarity. If you kill the boss, no matter how you, if it's a white, a magic or a rare map, if you kill the boss, then it will get unlocked on the map and it will start dropping. The bonus is only for this. For some reason in my mind I hadn't typed that no, it didn't unlock unless you also did the bonus, but they're actually two separate things. So, no, in case you didn't know either, and now you do. So the Canyon, I already killed it. It was a pretty exciting fight actually. This time we're pushing it a little further. We have increased monster variety, we have faster mobs, we have 71% extra fire damage on mobs, so they hurt us more. 71% fire after resists is about 18 or so percent that actually hits me. Still rather painful, but I think I should be able to live with that. And players have 20% less AoE, which gives us back size. So all in all, we have to be on guard because faster attacks and more damage on mobs means that their DPS is just scaled in two different ways. Oh yeah, I was going to show this as well. Got an essence, we got a domination, and we got a horrendous Legacystones. That gives us both a regular chest as well as a coffers. So let's do this. Let's do this. The very first rare yellow map. A yellow map, if you were. So, it's now even more important than normal to use hit and run tactics here. Oh, zombie stats, nice mob type. Okay. Belatra, hired assassin. Well, if you're dead, that means your coffer is going to be open, so that's good. Oh, also, let's take out those good shummies. Camerals, sure. There's a shrine in the back. It's a freezing shrine, unsurprisingly. So I'll just grab that. Haha. Mirror acting as a decoy, that's always nice. And the coffers, they are completely exploding with currency. It's always very satisfying to see this. So, of course, having a boatload of these small stacks of currency means you just have to click a whole lot of times to actually pick them up. Okay. It's effectively as if we're playing an onslaught map. It's a slightly supercharged version of Onslaught actually, because the attack speed and damage are 24% movement and 29% attack speed. Onslaught also granted a damage bonus, didn't it? Or not? I don't know. Movement was already enough, of course. A Screaming Essence of Doubt. Let's just deal with that. Oh, that's a reflector. Reflect and shock, that's a poor combination by the way. Because of course then they take more damage. And reflect rares or elemental reflect rares, given just how much we are penetrating the resists, it gets really close if you also shock them. Because their damage taken might actually be enough that the reflected damage is gonna one-shot you. So definitely something to be cautious for. We're full on items already. Well, let's just quickly empty our pockets then. I mean, we have enough portals. One of the nice things, of course, about a hardcore is that all the portals are for ferrying out the loot. Because you're never ever gonna need a portal to get back in after you die. Note to self, let's see if I can keep the Stipnight Flask up during fights, even if I'm not directly under assault, just as a habit. It boosts my damage a little bit, it also boosts my evasion, making it a bit more difficult for foes to actually hit me. The Jade Flask, no, it consumes 30 out of 60 charges. That's a little bit too much to use all the time. But Stipnight, it's only 10 out of 30, so that's just meant to be consumed most of the time and just to be up by default. And, well, with Primeval Force up, giving us 20% increased damage when we are under the effect of a flask, we kind of want a flask to always be up, and Stipnight is perfect for that. Okay, who's throwing those fireballs? You. No more. Zombies, even when they are 30% faster, they're just not fast enough to actually make it to me. The last are a bit more terrifying, because they're already pretty quick. So now, especially if they start charging, they're gonna charge you really quick. But of course, that is why we keep our golem around. Apparently nobody likes golems. Or they like them very much. It depends a really bit on how you look at it. But everybody loves to bash on the golems. And of course, if they're bashing on the golems, they're not bashing on me. So no complaints here. Not a canyon. Nice. I like it when I get maps to self-replenish. Talamoana! And an Artisan Strongbox, that's also nice. I like Artisan Strongboxes. Okay, you're a bit tougher than normal, so explode you. Lightning Storm. And 3 additional rares, sure. Let's just take a small step backwards here. And let's see what we get. Ooh, Crimson Jewel. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Haven't forgotten about the Artisan there. Coated Shrapnel. Traps and mines deal extra physical damage and have a chance to poison on hit. Unfortunately, we're not playing a trapper, so its utility is rather limited for me. Summons skeletons and plasma level. Sure, fine. Okay, now it's time to find the stragglers, and ooh, the golem scores a kill. Excellent. So, lots of currency, and then Talamoana time. Well, yeah, let's actually empty our pockets before we enter into whatever Haku's trying to murder us with. I mean, whatever innocent, nice area Haku has lined up for us where he lost his spirit.
And hurry.
And hurry, oh no. 73 becomes 74. Upside is, of course, no enchantments. It's just gonna be a plain 74 area. No timer, that's good. Okay. No totems of any sort. Chances are we're gonna get the revive, or we're gonna get the flaming skulls on the way back. But yeah, a Haku mission without totems along the way feels almost broken. It just doesn't feel the same. Okay. Did see where we have to be, but there's just so many monsters streaming in from the sides here that we might as well just murder them to prevent getting ambushed on the way back, or while we are doing the boss fight. And especially if there's no timer, then you might as well just take your time for these side areas. So they're filled with loot, they're filled with experience. I mean, they're filled with monsters that give you loot and experience. Never ever just bypass the thought of the monsters, because they can be dangerous. Okay, something is being desecrated here. Some cultists. Ah! Funny name. Okay. Bring out your dead. Bring out your dead. Oh. Yeah, see? Do like my evasion flasks for this. That worked. Okay. Haku is happy. I'm happy. Everybody's happy. Never actually considered the perspective of the spirits. Is the spirits being held against their will there by the totems, or is Haku just secretly trying to abduct the spirits? Oi, you don't. You're not supposed to appear here. Okay, gotcha. That's a frozen totem. Works pretty well. That's one of the best things about the build so far. Our damage is pretty solid. And we're able to, well, score quite some crits against even map bosses and things like that to keep ourselves alive, or to keep them frozen, interrupted, not always actively trying to murder us, and that is in turn helping to keep us alive. Encroaching darkness. How are we? 50 plus mobs remaining, so there's still some time till the boss fight. Let's just cross over again. What are you? Otherworldling. Okay. So those things that suppress you, that's slightly annoying. Because of course, if they suppress you, you attack less often, and then you have less opportunity to crit things. Charge throwers. 32 mobs remaining, so that means we are near the boss fight. Exactly. Haha. See, there we are. Just happily freezing the dude. Also keeping the golem around helps. Oh yeah. Got a couple of other tricks up my sleeve. Let's actually use them. I've got The frost bomb that I always keep forgetting, even though it is pretty good for fights like this. Just punching through the resistance really just helps you get some extra damage in. And it's a little bit extra damage. It's not a lot, but it's only a little bit help is what I've always learned. And of course the Val Lightning Trap, it's also something not to be forgotten. Okay, Eye Pecker. So this is actually the true evil of the boss fight today. Because it really has a devastating air attack. If you let it. If you let it. Oh, exactly. Just pinning you in place. Also not the best situation to be in. Oh, I got my thing off. Okay. Really low on flask charges here. Okay. Assuming we can just distract it. It's gonna be a good practice. Okay, I'm out of flask charges. We have portals. Let's actually just do the wise thing here and use our portals for the fight. Because there's no point in having portal charges remaining if you're dead. Okay, running away when I'm flasking up, that's smart. Definitely not a stupid chicken. So that's the attack you want to avoid. Okay. Should be in cooldown now, and we got it. And then get out of the cloud. Yeah. So the dog. This is the second time that I've managed to pull out the dog and leave the chicken alone. The dog's just gonna charge something, and it's actually pretty manageable. Just put a decoy totem in its face and just blast it, and it will remain frozen. It's actually the least dangerous of the two in my experience so far. The chicken is pretty lethal. If the rain of arrows hits you, there's a poison component to it, or there's at least a chaos component to it, I think, and it's gonna hurt a lot. And it seems like it pins you in place for a while, so it's actually difficult to move. So you really want to kite it until it just launches the arrow in the air, because then you know it has shot it, and then just move around a little bit more. And then you got at least 5 or so seconds, maybe 10, not quite sure what the timer is, before it can use it again. So use that time to try to blast it, and that's worked out pretty darn well. And there's one more mob in the back here, and now we've done a full clear. So with that, I'm gonna thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.